She's Leaving Home was released in June 1967 on the Beatles' groundbreaking album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's one of the few Beatles songs in which the band did not play any instruments. It's the distinctive sound of the harp which sets the tone. That harp was recorded here at Abbey Road 44 years ago by the harpist Sheila Bromberg, and it's been a while since she's been back to the old Beatles studio, Studio 2. Sheila, how were you chosen for the session?
There were people called fixers. This fixer phoned me up and said, am I free from 9 o'clock at night till midnight? And I looked at the diary and I thought, oh no. I had a jingle from 8 till 9, then I was on here from 10 till 1, then I was at Decca from 2:30 to 5:30. And I thought, do I really want a session from 9 till midnight? But it was Alec, and he gave me a lot of work, so I didn't want to turn him down, I didn't want to upset him. He didn't tell me at the time that it was for the Beatles, and you never knew who you were going to play with. And I was sitting here at 8:30, tuning the harp, thinking of nothing in particular. Suddenly, a piece of music was plonked on my music stand. I gave it a brief look. Oh, yeah, right, right. And then this voice said, well, what you got on the dots? Meaning, what's written on the music? I recognised the Liverpool accent, turned round, of course it was Paul McCartney. Well, first of all, I played exactly what was written, which is, I'm reading the music here. And then it goes into that. Then I stopped and he said, no, I don't want that, I want something. So I thought, how can I make it different?
Really different.
It's very different. No, I don't want that, I want something. So then I brought out the big guns. I think he had an idea in his head of what he wanted it to sound like, but he couldn't describe it, he couldn't express it. And he was waiting for somebody to bring it out of the air. During the session, after each time we played it, Paul McCartney, we'd hear the controls from the controls. No, I don't want that, I want something. So we play it again. Came midnight, and the string section were really fed up. And eventually the leader of the string orchestra stood up, Eric Grunberg, tucked his violin under his arm and said, now it is midnight, we have to go home because we are working in the morning. So a voice from the control box said, well, I suppose that's that then. And we all went home.
After all that work, when Sheila heard the track, she realised they'd used the first take. The sound McCartney had been after, a doubling effect of her playing, had been created by the engineers.
Oh, that's how they got the sound. That's what he was after. Yes. Clever.
How does it feel to know that you played on a Beatles record?
It feels a bit good, actually. It does feel a bit good.
Quietly turning.
Everybody remembers it for its groundbreaking way of producing pop music. Thinking about it now, I really feel very proud to have been part of it.
Brilliant film, and Sheila's with us now. Round of applause. Sheila, you meet Ringo here. You met Paul before. It's good for you to meet Ringo, I'm sure. It's great.
Met the two of us now.
Ringo is the boss of his new band, the All-Star Band. I'm sure we could find a spot for you there.
Well, you know, for a small fee.
Yeah.
I'll give you as much as you got last time.
Talk about that.
How much did you get?
£9.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
£9 for playing the opening to one of the most famous songs in the world.
I've never had a penny piece since.
OK, and now, how did that pay compare to other people that you worked with? Because you worked with Sammy Davis Jr., didn't you, for example?
Yes, I did. Well, that was a concert. That was at the Kilburn.
How much did you get for a concert in those days?
In those days, oh, a lot of money. About £7.50.
Yeah.
So the Beatles were pretty good payers, all in all.
We overpaid.
You owe him £1.50.
Edith's Ringo, isn't it?
And what about you played with Bing Crosby as well, didn't you?
Yes, yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was a lovely man, surrounded by heavies, and his wife wouldn't leave him alone, you know. He wanted to come over and shake my hand because I was the only woman in the orchestra there. And she stood in the way. She wouldn't let him come near.
Who else did you play with?
Oh, Sammy Davis. I've said Sammy
Sammy
Davis.
What about Spike Milligan?
Spike Milligan.
Because
He was
he
your
didn't
favourite,
want to
wasn't he?
play, though,
Right.
did he?
Oh, Spike Milligan was fantastic. We did a whole series of his shows at Riverside Studios. And in one of the shows, he decided he got a good idea of how he wanted to present me. He said, what we'll do in the next show, we'll suspend you from the gantry with the harp. We'll let you descend very slowly. And I want you to wear a leopard skin leotard.
I bet he did. Nothing to do with the show. This is 1 o'clock in the morning after everyone's gone home. Yeah. OK, give us a blast if you don't mind. Give us something special tonight.
All right.
Live harp
Here we go.
action.
And if people don't join in, I shall be very cross.
I'm sure you
Okay.
will. Yeah. Here we go.
Musical
No idea what
go.
she's going to do. Name this
Give us a
tune,
blast.
Ringo.
Name this tune, let me think.
Tune.
Yesterday.
No.
No?
It will be soon.
I was born,
Oh.
lived a man.
Sailed to sea, and he took...
We all live
Then it
yellow submarine.
Jump to the
A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine.
The edited version.
It was the abridged version. Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you so much.
See, Ringo, that's what happens when you don't come to rehearsal. You get the song wrong, you
If I
know?
had a quid, I'd give you a quid for the short version.
Sheila, thanks. Great to talk to you.
Oh, thank you.
Now,
Thank you, Sheila. Nice
Thank
to
you.
see you for the first
Nice to
time
see
ever.
you. Nice to meet you.